Hey guys, this morning I decided to do a quickie just for the fun of it. And this one really is going to be fun. I have two parts. I'm going to show you a gun pretty quickly. Not real pretty, but I want to show it to you because it's unusual. And then secondly, I'm going to start a new feature, which is my top 10 list. So stay tuned. Make sure you watch the whole thing. It will be quick. So this walked in the door. A woman found this in the attic. I guess it was a grandfather who passed away. She found it in the attic. She brought it into us, gave it to us. We were kind of, oh boy, because this is what we might call a junkie. In fact, these kinds of guns, we usually put them on Gunbroker for $1, and we have a lot of bargains on there. I let the market determine the worth because I'm not sure what this is worth. So as you can see, it's all brown patina. Pretty corroded. This is really bad on the back. Pretty rusted. Actually sat in the attic for a really long time. You can see, you see the crack in the stock. In a minute, you're going to find out why that could crack, why I suspect that could crack. And then if you look at the name on it, it says Hyde and Shattuck. And the serial number, which is found under here, is number 218. Now, number 218 was made in 1885. And Shattuck was a Major Shattuck, fought in the Civil War. And with Andrew Hyde, they started a company in the 1870s. They made shotguns from 1870 to about 1904. Now, the interesting thing about their business model, a little perplexing to me because I've owned a few businesses, including Legacy, and every year we get together and say, what's our goal for next year? And we always bump it up like 15%. We want to sell more, do more. In their case, make guns. He made exactly 40 of them every year for 24 years. Not 41 or 42, but exactly 40. So they had a business model which was, let's just keep doing the same thing over and over. And it went out of business. After that, in 1904, they went out of business. But here's what's cool about this shotgun, because I'm about to lose you. You're going to switch me off because, that's not interesting. Here's what, after we got it and we paid her for it, I looked at the bore and I said, what the heck is going on with this? Now, here's a Luger. Just happened to have one laying right by my feet. There's a 9mm, and you can see the 10 gauge shotgun. It is a single shot. Mechanism works like this. You pull the front trigger, it opens up, single shot load, and cock it, and then fire with the back trigger. Very simple action. They were known for being inexpensive shotguns at the time, and the 10 gauge. I can't for the life of me understand why anybody needs a 10 gauge shotgun. I have 3 guys working here, and I was going to give them $100. I was going to say, whoever shoots this gun, I'll give you $100. But then I decided, good employees are hard to find, so I decided not to do that. And here's a couple reasons. First of all, the 10 gauge, we're going to show you some video of that. But listen to this thing. I mean, I don't think it would take too many rounds. It's already cracked. That's why I mentioned it's cracked. I don't think this thin grip handle, I just can't imagine that it would take too many rounds to have this thing fall completely apart. But the fun part of this is I just wanted to see one being shot. So I went to the internet and I found a couple. Here's a couple of guys who do a lot of videos, and they're just having fun. They start off with a watermelon and then a couple sodas. Check it out.
3, then go. All right. Say the word. 3, 2, 1. Make it watermelon rain. Watermelon rain. All right. Well, I can think of some other things that'll rain. Say the word. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey, that's no fair. Mine left standing there. What happened? Well then.
Now, I have another one for you. That one of my favorites. They shoot this 5-gallon bucket with a lid on it, and just watch the lid disappear. When you watch it in slow motion, I actually thought it's gone forever, but it finally comes back to earth.
10 gauge cut shell against the Homer bucket.
we have to have an obligatory pretty girl shooting a 10 gauge. And of course, there's several of them. I like this one. This girl has to be from Texas. Notice how she pronounces situated. Just watch.
Take it off safety.
Let me get situated. I don't.
Raise your legs out a little bit.
Today's the first time I ever shot a 10 gauge shotgun. And just for comparison, I wanted to show y'all. This is a 12 gauge. And this is a 10 gauge.
And now I saved the best for last. We really shouldn't laugh at this, but this is not in English. I don't want to disparage the French, but it could be French that they're speaking. I'm sure somebody out there will tell me what language they're speaking. This guy gets the Father of the Year award. I'm sure if he lived in the United States, they would have Child Protection Agency going over. This is a young girl, probably 100 pounds, shooting a 10 gauge.
Enlève le safety. Enlève le safety.
Tabarnak. OK.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I know we shouldn't laugh, but hopefully the girl was not hurt, but I did want to share that with you. Now, I have one more feature. You know how David Letterman has the top 10 list? I actually have a top 10 list, but it starts at number 6. And what I want to share with you, we were just reminiscing about over the years, what was the worst packing materials we ever saw? And so we're going to start with number 6 because I only have 6. Number 6, probably other than bubble wrap and gun rugs, we get more than anything else dirty socks. Ew! Now guys, just so you know, this is what I mean when I say a gun rug. We get a lot of these, we ship them in these, but evidently people want to save money, so we get dirty socks. Number 2 is like the dirty socks, we get dirty bed sheets. Now, particularly with rifles, we'll get them and they are wrapped, not with clean bed sheets, dirty bed sheets. Number 4 actually isn't too bad. We get regularly from a collector oven mitts. Now, oven mitts, that's those big heavy mitts that your wife probably uses when she handles the hot oven. He sent me brand new oven mitts, which I questioned. I bought like 5 guns from him and every one of them was in a brand new oven mitt. So I asked him, what's with the oven mitts? And he said, you know, I got them at the dollar store. These are like $2.50 and I can get oven mitts for $1. So he sends all his guns for years now in oven mitts. I have reused them. I send them out to guys and I put a little note inside, something for you and something for the missus. So people appreciate that. Number 3, and we're going downhill fast. Number 3, adult diapers. We do get, thankfully, they're not used, but we do get adult diapers, guns wrapped in those. All right, I'm on number 2, and this is absolutely true. We had a gun wrapped in corn stalks. And now he must be from the Midwest, and if you're watching, you know, all due respect, they were dried out corn stalks, and he wrapped a gun in corn stalks. Okay, now you're thinking, what could be worse? So the number 1, Randy, you're killing me. Randy, you're killing me. Actually, number 1, I got a gun and it was wrapped in insulation. You know when you insulate up in your attic and they have rolls, it's on like a brown paper and then they have the pink insulation. I had a gun that was wrapped in that insulation. So I take the rifle out and I don't want to touch the insulation because it's fiberglass. I'm thinking when I go home, I'll get a pair of gloves and come back. So I set it aside. Well, we had just hired a brand new guy. I think it was his 3rd day on the job. And he was, he was packing up rifles. And he sees this box with the insulation in it, and we're sending out an M1 carbine. So again, third day on the job, he gets the box and the insulation, packs it all up, and ships it to one of our customers. Okay. I didn't, I came the next day, the insulation was gone. I didn't put two and two together. I just figured, oh, somebody threw it away. Well, about a week later, on our phone message, there was a message from one of our customers who said something to the effect, hey, I really like the M1 carbine you sent me, but what bleepity bleepity bleep sent me some bleeping insulation. What the bleep is wrong with you people? Oh, he went on and on and on, and he said, you need to fire that bleepity. Whoever did that, you need to fire him. And anyway, that was one of our favorite days at Legacy Collectibles. I did apologize to the customer. And that is my top 10 list of bad things that people use for packing materials. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Make sure you like and subscribe and share it with a friend. If you haven't done it already, the little bell, make sure you click that notification so you're notified when we make another video and send it your way.